Welcome to another episode produced by DarshanTalks, powered by the Kulkarni Law Firm. I'm your host, Darshan Kulkarni, and today we're diving into a critical issue that every pharmaceutical and medical device marketer needs to pay attention to: promotional compliance. Recently, Innovasis Inc, a medical device manufacturer, agreed to a $12 million settlement for alleged kickbacks to doctors. This obviously has significant implications on promotional compliance in our industry. So to help you understand the impact and how to navigate these challenges, let's break down the key takeaways. First of all, let's discuss what happened. The settlement asserted that from Jan 1st, 2014 through December 31st, 2022, that's only about a year and a half ago or so, Innovasis allegedly provided improper remuneration to 17 orthopedic surgeons and neurosurgeons, and the goal was to induce them to use Innovasis spine implants, devices, and other equipment in medical procedures. So how was this done? Allegedly, this was done in the form of consulting fees, intellectual property, registry payments, performance shares in Innovasis, travel to a luxury ski resort, lavish dinners, and holiday parties for surgeons, their office staff, and family friends. What was especially interesting were the consulting fees and the intellectual property acquisition and licensing fees. So consulting fees, Innovasis allegedly paid physicians for consulting services at rates far in excess of fair market value, or in some cases, for work that was never performed. This has implications in two different places. Number one, you need to make sure that you have a fair market value analysis. How do you know that what you're paying is appropriate? I know of companies where they do a fair market value analysis, it then have blanket statements saying anyone can be paid anything. I've seen this personally, and I've had to have conversations with compliance before because of this. Number two, you also need to make sure that, for example, in the context of clinical research, are you paying doctors adequately, and is that adequate payment representative of fair market value? If you pay too much, you might be looking at multi-billion-dollar payments and settlements for improper payments. In this case, it was just a $12 million settlement. And I say just, but it's obviously significant. In the context of intellectual property acquisition and licensing fees, the company allegedly paid physicians far in excess of fair market value again to acquire or license the alleged intellectual property, for which Innovasis never obtained any valuation prior to purchase and never actually used it for any meaningful productive development. Now, what does that actually mean? It means that they didn't intend to actually use the IP. They just wanted to buy the IP so that they can keep the doctors happy. And that's hugely problematic. So what does this mean for companies? First and foremost, this settlement highlights the increased scrutiny from regulatory bodies like the DOJ and FDA. Additionally, actually also from HHS. They are watching promotional pieces more closely than ever. So make sure that your marketing strategies are not only effective, but also compliant. Number two, there are certain strategies we are seeing more than others. Consulting fees and intellectual property are coming up more often than you would think. Obviously, the drug dinners, for example, have already been under the DOJ scrutiny. Number three, transparency is crucial. All interactions with healthcare professionals must be above board and well documented. This isn't just about the fines themselves, but it's also about maintaining trust and credibility in the market. So if you are seen as the company that's improperly inducing physicians to prescribe, that's going to be problematic. You need to also have policies and procedures in place. How are you actually going to train your staff? Your staff needs to understand the boundaries of promotional activities and the severe consequences of crossing them. Training sessions can keep everyone updated on the latest guidelines and procedures. Then, internal audits. Internal audits play a vital role. Regularly review your promotional activities and help identify and rectify potential compliance issues before they escalate into major problems. At the Kulkarni Law Firm, we focus on helping drug and device companies navigate the complex landscape of promotional compliance. Again, we can help you address these legal risks, but also your regulatory risks. And we can help you ensure that your promotional activities adhere to regulatory standards. That's it for today's episode. Remember, compliance isn't just about avoiding fines, it's about protecting your investment and building trust with your clients and partners. If you have any questions or need assistance with your compliance strategy, please reach out to us at the Kulkarni Law Firm. Thank you for tuning in to another DarshanTalks production powered by the Kulkarni Law Firm. See you in the next episode.